What's cracking, people? Anansi here, and welcome back to Ninja Gaiden Sigma for the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection. In the last one, we ascended the core at the center of the Rigor Empire, the root of all evil. I believe is what the Black Spider Ninja Dai told us. And in this one, we have two ways to go: up there to the gates of hell, and ultimately our final boss. Well, not your final boss, just up to the gates of hell, or this gate right here. We're going to do this gate right here first. So yeah, this is so I'm sorry, I'm gonna fight. I gotta tell a bit, not gonna lie. So you see the background, you see Mr. Bighorn watching us.
My servants return from the afterlife and take care of this puny insect once and for all.
So we just gotta do another boss gauntlet. So this is like what, the third time I have to fight this guy. At least with the enhanced dragon sword, we can pretty much take him no problem. So yeah, so just do what you gotta do, and you should be fine. We fought this guy 3 times already. Right, wait for him to stop attacking, and you'll be fine. Use the health pickups he drops to help you out. Remember, you have your Blue Falcon Gauntlet, I believe that's what it's called. And you can regain health anytime. You get more health from the health drops he gives you. So he's now down to half health. He will be dropping the acid bombs. He pretty much done this before. So yeah, I forget what this guy's name is. As a matter of fact, I don't think they give a lot of the enemy bosses names besides Doku and Gamoth. And Gamoth was just something different entirely. You gotta be smart about this, because you want to get health back in this fight. You pretty much just gotta play this straight. So yeah, we fought this boss before. Ah, he's so close. Oh, I lost a lot of health there. Did not mean to do that. And dead. So yeah, there you go. Oh boy. This might take a few times just because...
You're not as weak as I thought.
This might take a few times because, once again, this is going to be a gauntlet. So this is a marathon, not a sprint. And no, he's not going to make it easy for you because he's going to be flinging fireballs at you, because of course he is. Just remember to be very careful with your use of your special attack, because if you're caught slipping, you'll make you pay for it. Whew.
How do you like this?
Luckily, they throw some of the easier bosses at you. At least in my opinion. Mostly because I think they understand that if they were to throw some of the bigger bosses at you, it would be a little bit much. Especially for what you're dealing with right now. But this might take a couple of cycles because I'm trying to do this without using any of my health pickups that I've gotten because, well, you're gonna find out pretty soon. Alright, come on. I'm dead. Yep, I'll cut back when we get to this boss. Okay, now we're back with this. Once again, it's funny. This boss I managed to one-shot my first go through twice. But this time around, it's the one giving me the most problems. It makes literally no sense because he's not that tough. I think the problem is that, you know, it is a heavy hitter. Might be slow, but once it hits you one time, that's it. You know, it takes a good chunk of damage. The really only move you gotta worry about that might hit you. I didn't even know you could do that move, not gonna lie. Just move on me. So I gotta be careful with this because small arena, like a lot smaller than what you had to work with when you first fought him, and I would argue that's to an advantage. Get this move? I don't remember. And there we go. Once again, we've beaten tall, light, and ugly.
That's it. It's time for me to take you on personally.
Now this one, I'm gonna need my health pickups for because he's actually legitimately difficult. So what you want to do is you want to essentially dodge around the arena, avoid a lot of his attacks, go summon enemies on you every now and then. He's pretty much immune to all of your attacks right now because he's for whatever reason. But once he does that move and misses, he's pro. So you can use that to your advantage. Go ahead and take care of some of these enemies real fast. They see right there, I just hit him with a shock move and he didn't even flinch. So yeah, you want to essentially get him to do that do that spin move that he does, and that's when you're going to be able to attack him. He'll also be vulnerable during that down smash move he does, but I don't recommend relying on it. Yeah, but I don't recommend relying on it, just for the sheer fact that he's not vulnerable nearly long enough for it to be really worth it. And yes, you can use your dodge move. He also does have swipe, so whatever you do, whenever you attack him during that move, do not be in front of him while you're doing it. That's a one-way ticket to pain. Because, once again, you know, bosses have grapple moves. And I think it only happens if you're directly in front of him when he gets up. Otherwise, you're good. Yeah, otherwise you're good. So, yeah, just make use of that. You can pretty much one cycle him if you know what you're doing. And, well, that's pretty close. Go for pretty much most bosses. Just gotta deal with the annoying little naps that he does. And that's honestly the biggest thing is that, like, well, that he can actually do damage to his own people. So you can make use of that. It's just that more times than not when he does the move and he's vulnerable, it's gonna be he might, you know, have like one of his minions running around. So that's something to keep in mind. Just realized I didn't have my timer going, so if today's episode's a little bit short, you know why. And like I said, there's the move right there. So that can do, as you can see, a lot of damage to you. Thought I dodged it. Not gonna lie, thought I dodged it. Turns out I didn't. I mean, give him credit where credit's due. He's at least being smart about this whole boss thing because it's like, okay, yeah, you know, I can summon all these backups and I'm just not gonna do it. Okay. So he's at least making your life difficult in a smart way, but it's like, can we just one-on-one, please? Okay. Do the move, you know you want to. You know you want to, come on. Not that move. You know you want to, man. Okay, I'm not 100% certain what that was. I thought you couldn't damage him, but turns out you can. I must have just hit him in a weird invincibility frame moment. And this grabs us our last statue. The demon deity of destruction. Now that makes a little bit more sense. Now I gotta go up there. There's his throne just floating empty in the void. And this is just here. Just keep on keeping on. Let's see here. Nothing to collect here. And Let's get out of here. And here we are, back at the gates of hell. And the oh-so-mysterious monolith. But we're going to call it a part here. Because I'm going to give you this heads up now. I usually... Okay. Let me change it to my microphone player. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I did not think they'd be sitting right there waiting for me. The big deal though, because, well, close to maxed anyway, and there's this monolith here. So, I'm gonna give you this heads up right now. Coming up is going to be the hardest stretch of the game. What you want to do, if you have anything to do at all, if you're low on health pickups, if you got anything you want to finish upgrading, I believe as far as I'm concerned, we have upgraded every single weapon in the game, barring the wooden sword. The wooden sword needs, for us, I think it needs 40,000 to upgrade. We're 10,000 away. Now, Team Ninja was a little bit cruel with this one. You cannot restock on items from here on out. The moment you place this last statue here, I mean, you can still go back. As long as you get this last statue and start the end game, that's it. So what I recommend you do right now is go up and down this tower. Find rooms you're comfortable with fighting, knowing that you have this monolith right here. Get whatever items you need. Like for instance, we have, in terms of supplies, we have a greater elixir and a great double elixir. We have no regular equipment. We have no regular heals, which is 500 apiece, and you can hold 10 of those. So you need about 5,000 to max that out. You can hold 5 of these, but they cost 5,000 apiece. So you need 10,000 max that out. If you have any double way elixirs that you want to use, feel free. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're probably, depending on how decent you are at the game, you're probably only going to need the 3 max elixirs that you have at this moment. The Talismans of Rebirth, I believe those are, I want to say those are 15,000 or 5,000 apiece. So here's what you can do. You can go up and down the tower, farming all the enemies you want. I remember did this in my first couple playthroughs. I do not believe that they top out, that they stop spawning. You can do this to max out whatever you need to max out, get whatever equipment you need to get. I recommend you do this now, because the moment you start the end game, you are going to hate your life the moment you start this end game. So, with that being said, between parts, I'm going to do a little bit of farming here, a little bit of farming there, max out the wooden sword to show what that looks like, have it maxed out, because I'm actually curious too. I've never actually done it, and we're on the last one, the last upgrade. I only need 10,000 more points. I can easily do that just by farming the fish and all the monsters inside this building, inside this tower. I'm going to get as many Talismans of Rebirth as I can, get as many great elixirs as I can, get as many regular elixirs as I can, and then we're going to start the end game next time. I've been Anansi, you've been awesome, and I'll catch you later.